At 70, many people think life has started to wind down. But what if I told you that with a heart full of curiosity and a spirit that refuses to settle, your 70s could be the most radiant chapter yet? In this video, we'll explore 10 powerful secrets to help women thrive in their 70s with joy and freedom, to live boldly, purposefully, and unapologetically. So take a deep breath, because your next great adventure starts now. 1. Keep moving. When the body moves, the spirit dances. You don't have to run marathons, but get up off the couch and step into a life filled with energy. A morning walk under the soft sun, gentle yoga in your living room, or dancing to your favorite tune. These are all powerful reminders that you are still fully alive in your body. Real-life inspiration. Carol from California started doing yoga at 73 after a minor stroke. Now, at 78, she teaches yoga to other senior women. "I've never felt more flexible, strong, and confident," she says with a smile. 2. Feed your mind. Mental wellness is a lifelong journey. At 70, you may finally have time to rest, but that doesn't mean you stop growing. Read a novel that stretches your imagination, dive into a puzzle, or enroll in an online class just for the joy of learning. When your mind stays active, your soul stays young. Real-life inspiration. Jeanette began learning Italian at 72. Why? "Because I want to read Dante in the original," she laughed. Curiosity is the key to keeping your spirit alive. 3. Nurture relationships. Love has no expiration date. You may live alone, but that doesn't mean you have to feel lonely. Call an old friend. Hug your grandchild. Have afternoon tea with a neighbor. Relationships are life's most healing medicine, freely given, endlessly powerful. Real-life inspiration. After losing her husband at 69, Linda created a group called Afternoon Sisters, where widowed women gather to cook, share stories, and laugh. "I lost one partner, but gained 6 soul sisters," she said warmly. 4. Chase your passions. It's never too late to start. Maybe you've always dreamed of writing a book, painting, or baking the perfect pie. Now's the time. Passions don't come with expiration dates. As long as you're breathing, you can still create something beautiful. Real-life inspiration. Susan published her first novel at 74 through a local publisher. "I finally told the story I had carried in my heart for 40 years, she said with tears in her eyes. 5. Prioritize whole health. Love your body and soul. Yes, keep up with your doctor's appointments, but also listen to your heart. Rest when you need to. Speak kindly to yourself. Don't just take care of your physical health, but give attention to your emotional well-being too." Real-life inspiration. Every morning, Maggie writes for 5 minutes in her journal. "Just to talk to my heart," she says. Her mental clarity didn't come from pills, but from being honest with her own emotions. 6. Embrace technology. Your window to the world. You don't need to be tech-savvy, just curious and brave enough to try. Technology is not a barrier, it's a bridge. Use Zoom to video chat with your grandkids, follow a cooking tutorial on YouTube, or join a virtual book club. Real-life inspiration. Dolores learned how to use Zoom so she could teach French to international students. "I've never left the US," she laughed, "but now I travel the world through my screen." 7. Share your legacy. Your wisdom is priceless. Write down your stories, share your favorite recipes, record your life lessons. Your legacy is not what you leave behind. It's what you pass on today through love, knowledge, and memory. Real-life inspiration. Ruth created a family memory book filled with family history, handwritten letters, and her famous pumpkin pie recipe. "I'm not leaving money," she joked. I'm leaving memories. 8. Give back. The power of living with purpose. Volunteer, mentor. Listen, your time, experience, and heart are gifts that can light up someone else's world and fill yours with meaning. Real-life inspiration. At 76, Joanne teaches immigrant children how to read. When a child reads Butterfly for the first time, I feel like I just grew wings. She beamed. 9. Celebrate everyday joy. Magic lives in the ordinary. You don't need big events to feel alive. A warm cup of tea, a flower blooming by your window, birds singing in the morning. These are the real miracles. Real-life inspiration. Every day, Emily writes down 3 beautiful things. One day her list read, "The cat curled up on my lap, a breeze through the trees, ginger tea." And that, she said, was a perfect day. 10. Let go of regret. Live free in the now. Regret doesn't change the past, but it can steal your present. Forgive yourself. Release what no longer serves you. You've earned a life of peace, lightness, and joy. Real-life inspiration. Agnes used to dwell on everything she never did. Now, each morning she looks in the mirror and says, "I still have today, and today is a gift." Final words. There's no single way to live your 70s. This is your time to redefine what aging looks like. Whether you're learning something new, building deeper connections, or simply savoring a sunset, know this: your story isn't over. In fact, the best chapters may be just beginning. Life after 60. Becoming the strongest and most beautiful version of yourself. Turning 60 isn't the end of the road. It's the start of a brand new chapter. One where you finally get to live not for others, but for yourself. At this age, you're no longer bound by expectations, judgments, or silent obligations that once made you forget who you were. This is the moment when you have enough experience to know what truly lights up your soul, enough courage to choose it, and enough freedom to fully embrace it. Imagine waking up each morning without the rush of the past, sipping warm tea as the sun rises, talking to your loved one or a dear friend about things that really matter. Imagine slipping into your favorite dress, not to impress anyone, but because it makes you feel radiant. That's power, the kind you claim after 60. 1. Learn to love yourself again, unconditionally and without limits. This is your time. You've lived for your family, your children, your community. Now, it's time to live for you. Ask yourself, who am I when I no longer need to please anyone? The answer might lead you back to a forgotten passion, a new curiosity, or the gentle peace within. 2. Invest in your health like you're investing in your future. There's nothing more precious than your health, physical and emotional. But instead of fearing illness, treat wellness as an act of love. Take up yoga for older adults. Go for morning walks. Nourish your body with food that loves you back. It's not just about living longer. It's about dancing longer, laughing deeper, hugging tighter. 3. Rekindle your passions. Because passion doesn't age. Always wanted to paint, write, sing, or learn the piano? Go for it. You don't have to become a master. You just have to come alive. When you live with passion, you don't just reignite your own fire, you inspire others to do the same. 4. Reconnect. Build a new circle of love and support. Friendship and connection are timeless. Call up that old friend you've been thinking about. Join a book club, a painting class, a local volunteer group. Surround yourself with people who lift your spirit and truly see you. 5. Give back. Let your wisdom be your gift. Growing older doesn't mean stepping back. It means stepping into your wisdom and sharing it. Mentor someone. Share your story. Teach a child to garden. The beautiful truth is, when you give, you receive in ways that fill your soul. 6. Redefine success on your own terms. In your 30s, success might have meant a career. In your 40s, a family. But after 60, success is peace. It's no longer about running faster. It's about walking in the direction that feels right for you. It's freedom, contentment, and loving who you've become. 7. Wear your years proudly. Let time be your beauty. Every wrinkle, every silver strand, is proof that you've lived and felt deeply. Don't hide them. Honor them. You're not fading. You're unfolding. In every soft step is power, grace, and a beauty no mirror can define. 8. Find meaning in the little things. A warm cup of coffee, a favorite old song, a slow walk in the park. These are the sacred moments that now hold the most magic. You'll find that joy isn't in the grand, but in the present, in simply being. 9. Release regret. Embrace the now with open arms. Let go of the what-ifs. Forgive yourself for mistakes. Be brave enough to start something new, to fall in love again, to laugh louder. Because even now, especially now, life still holds endless wonder. 10. Believe that your most beautiful chapter is still ahead. Above all, trust that the best is yet to come. You're not winding down, you're blooming. This is your time to choose the colors of your life. Because you're not just living longer, you're living deeper, truer, freer than ever before. Your story isn't finished, it's just getting good. And you, radiant woman of 60 plus, are the author of your most powerful chapter yet. How to build a meaningful legacy after 60. Because the life you've lived is just the beginning of the story you're meant to leave behind. There comes a moment in life, usually somewhere after 60, when you begin to look back just as much as you look forward. You've loved, lost, built, nurtured, endured. You've lived 1,000 versions of yourself. And now, a question quietly rises from your heart. What will I leave behind? Legacy isn't just about what you leave in your will. It's about the fingerprints you leave on the hearts you've touched. It's the laughter echoing in your children's memories, the wisdom you pass on in casual conversations, the stories you share that outlive the moment. So how do you intentionally build a legacy that matters? 1. Define what truly matters to you. A meaningful legacy starts with clarity. Ask yourself, what do I value most? Is it love, kindness, courage, creativity, faith? Maybe it's the resilience you showed as a single mom, or the way you always made people feel seen. Maybe it's your passion for helping others, or your commitment to truth. Write it down. Speak it out loud. Let it shape the way you live each day moving forward. Legacy is not what's etched in stone, but what's woven into the lives of others. 2. Share your stories. You carry a library inside you. Every chapter, from the heartbreaks to the triumphs, holds power. Start writing them down, or record your voice. Tell your grandchildren how you met their grandfather. Tell your niece how you started your first business with $50 and a big dream. Share the time you failed, and what you learned from it. Real stories don't need perfect endings, they just need your truth. 3. Pass on wisdom, not just wealth. The most valuable inheritance isn't money, it's perspective. Mentor someone younger. Write letters filled with your life lessons. Create a recipe book, not just for food, but for living. How to bounce back after loss. How to love fiercely. How to forgive. How to dance even when no one else is. Your insight, shaped by time, is a treasure someone else desperately needs. 4. Create something that lasts: a garden, a quilt, a foundation, a song, a poem, a photo album, a tree. Legacy can be tangible. It can be something the world sees and touches, a symbol of your heart. It doesn't have to be grand. It just has to be yours. a reflection of what lit you up from the inside. 5. Live it now. Legacy isn't only about what happens when you're gone. It's about how you're remembered while you're still here. Smile at strangers. Say thank you. Apologize. Dance in the kitchen. Laugh with your whole body. Love with your whole heart. Because the way you live your today is the foundation for the story they'll tell tomorrow. Falling in love. Again. After 60. Because it's never too late for your heart to be seen, held, and cherished. There's a quiet myth that whispers to women after 60. Love has passed you by. That the season of romance, discovery, butterflies in your stomach, that's all behind you. But here's the truth no one tells you loudly enough. Love doesn't have an expiration date. And your heart, at this age, is not just capable of love. It's wiser, fuller, more ready than ever before. After 60, you are no longer looking for someone to complete you. You are looking for someone to walk beside the woman you've become. Strong, soft, complex, beautiful. So what does it mean to fall in love again? Now. 1. Love yourself. First, fully and fiercely. Before you open your heart to someone else, make sure it's full of your own light. At this stage of life, loving yourself isn't selfish. It's sacred. Forgive your past, bless your journey, and stand in awe of everything you've overcome. Wear the red lipstick. Say no when you need to. Dance like no one's watching. Take yourself out on a date. Because when you love yourself well, you teach others how to love you right. 2. Release the old narratives. You may carry stories of heartbreak, love lost, betrayal, disappointment, and yes, those stories matter. But they don't get to write the ending. You are not too old, you are not too late, you are not invisible. Let go of what no longer serves your heart. Open the door to new chapters, written not out of desperation, but from desire. Love after 60 isn't about starting over. It's about continuing the story, with more honesty, laughter, and depth. 3. Be open to love in all its forms. Romantic love is beautiful, but it's not the only kind of love that can awaken your soul. Friendships that nourish you, companionships that feel like home, even late-life partnerships that start as quiet connections and grow into something steady and true. These are all love stories. Sometimes love arrives not as fireworks, but as a warm hand reaching for yours when you need it most. 4. Date with wisdom, not fear. You know what you want now, and what you will no longer tolerate. That's power. Whether you're dipping your toes into online dating, reconnecting with an old flame, or simply allowing yourself to be seen again, do it from a place of clarity and joy. Ask the deeper questions, share your truth early, and don't shrink yourself to be loved. Expand into who you really are. 5. Choose someone who celebrates the real you. You've earned the right to be loved without conditions. To be cherished not despite your wrinkles or scars, but because of them. Because they tell your story. Choose someone who listens with curiosity, who respects your independence, who laughs at your jokes, who sees the fire in you, not just the history. Love at this age isn't about grand gestures, it's about deep presence. 6. Keep romance alive, in big and small ways. Romance doesn't disappear with age. In fact, it becomes richer. It's the handwritten note, the shared cup of tea, the quiet glance across a dinner table. Plan little adventures. Flirt. Hold hands in public. Celebrate your connection, not as something new, but as something extraordinary. 7. Let love make you brave again. Falling in love at any age requires vulnerability. It asks you to soften, to trust, to say yes even when you're scared. But here's the beauty. At 60, 70, 80, you're not loving from a place of need, but of fullness. Let your heart stay open. Let yourself be surprised. Because love doesn't just belong to the young, it belongs to the brave. And so, dear woman over 60, if love comes knocking, open the door. If it doesn't, go out and find it. Or better yet, create it. In every smile, every connection, every act of self-kindness, you are falling in love. With life, with yourself, with the extraordinary beauty of simply being alive. Because the truth is, you are not done loving. And most of all, you are not done being loved. Reinvention. After retirement, embrace the new chapters of your life. Because life doesn't stop after retirement. It's just the beginning of something even more exciting. After years of working, raising families, and managing the complexities of life, retirement can feel like a big transition. But here's the truth. Retirement is not the end. It's the beginning of a new era. An era where you get to reinvent yourself, rediscover passions, and pursue the dreams you once set aside. It's the freedom to create a life you love, at your own pace, and on your own terms. So how do you approach this exciting new chapter? Let's dive into the secrets of reinvention after retirement, and make this next phase your most fulfilling yet. 1. Redefine your identity. For so many years, your identity was tied to your career, your family role, or your responsibilities. Now that you're retired, it's time to reclaim yourself, not as a worker, but as a woman with her own dreams, desires, and passions. You are more than your job title or your past roles. Take this time to ask yourself, who am I now? What do I want to become? This is your chance to reinvent yourself from the inside out. The woman you've always wanted to be is already inside you, waiting to step forward. 2. Rediscover your passions. What did you love doing before life got busy? What dreams were pushed aside for work, family, or other obligations? Now is the perfect time to rekindle those passions. Maybe it's painting, writing, gardening, or starting a small business. Perhaps it's traveling the world or exploring a new hobby like birdwatching, photography, or learning a new language. Whatever it is, your passions are still there, waiting for you to pour your heart into them again. Find what makes you feel alive, what brings you joy, and chase it without hesitation. 3. Embrace lifelong learning. Just because you've retired doesn't mean you stop learning. In fact, retirement is the perfect opportunity to dive into things you've always wanted to explore but didn't have the time for. Enroll in a class that excites you, whether it's photography, creative writing, or even coding. Take online courses to expand your knowledge on topics you've always been curious about. Lifelong learning keeps your mind sharp, fuels your creativity, and ensures you're always growing, no matter your age. 4. Redefine success on your terms. Success looks different at 60, 70, or 80. Now that you're retired, you no longer need to chase the traditional markers of success that the world may have defined for you. Instead, create your own definition of success. Maybe it's about being at peace, embracing simplicity, and focusing on the things that truly matter. Maybe it's about leaving a legacy, making an impact, or traveling to places you've always dreamed of. Whatever it is, define success in a way that brings you joy and fulfillment. 5. Surround yourself with new inspirations. It's important to surround yourself with people and ideas that inspire and challenge you. Seek out new friendships, engage with people who share your interests, or join groups that align with your passions. Consider joining a volunteer group, a local book club, or an online community of women who are also reinventing themselves after retirement. Let others' stories and experiences fuel your own transformation. 6. Make time for self-care. After years of putting others first, retirement is your time to take care of you. Self-care goes beyond the occasional spa day. It's about nurturing your body, mind, and soul every single day. Take long walks in nature, meditate, eat healthy meals, and prioritize your physical health. But don't forget to feed your soul too. Whether it's through journaling, practicing gratitude, or simply sitting in silence, listening to your inner voice. 7. Explore new opportunities to contribute. Retirement doesn't mean stepping away from the world. It's an opportunity to contribute in new ways. Perhaps you want to mentor someone, volunteer with a cause you believe in, or use your skills to make a difference in your community. By contributing, you not only give back, but you also find deeper purpose and satisfaction in your life. You have so much to offer, and there are endless ways to make an impact, whether big or small. 8. Travel and explore the world. Traveling after retirement is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself. The world is full of beauty, culture, and experiences waiting for you to discover them. Whether it's a road trip to explore hidden gems in your own country, a cruise to far-off lands, or immersing yourself in the art, food, and history of another city, there's a whole world out there just waiting for you to enjoy it. Travel is not just about the destination, but about the freedom to explore and create new memories. 9. Cultivate gratitude and joy. With the freedom that retirement brings, focus on cultivating gratitude. Take time every day to reflect on the blessings in your life, your health, your loved ones, the opportunities ahead. Gratitude helps shift your mindset, allowing you to see life as a gift rather than a burden. When you focus on joy, you begin to attract more of it into your life. 10. Embrace the adventure of reinvention. Retirement is not the end. It's the start of a new adventure. You are not finished. You are just getting started. With every day, you have the chance to reshape your life, to reimagine what your days look like, to explore new possibilities, and to embrace the future with open arms and a curious heart. This is your time to live boldly, to redefine who you are, and to create a life that reflects your truest self. And so, as you step into this next phase of life, remember that reinvention is not a one-time event. It's a process, a journey of continuous growth, discovery, and joy. Your retirement is not a time of slowing down. It's a time of rising up, exploring new horizons, and living with intention. You've earned the wisdom, the time, and the freedom to create the life you've always dreamed of. So go ahead, reinvent yourself. The best is yet to come.